Hey friends, let's play with makeup today. We are gonna compare our Saint makeup to the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. I love this stuff. It's like my holy grail product. I mentioned it in a ton of my other videos. But before we get into the comparison here, I first want to say I do not sell this makeup. This is the kind of makeup, the Saint stuff, that you have to purchase through a consultant, or I think they call them artists, like that's their name for their consultants. Anyways, you cannot just go to like Ulta, Sephora, Target, Walmart, wherever and get this stuff. You have to either purchase it. I think you can go directly through their website, or like you have to go through an artist or somebody who actually sells the product. If you don't have an artist, I think you can also find one on their website. I'm sure there's a spot where you can do like a geolocation or a zip code, find an artist type of feature. But anyways, this stuff, I've been using it on and off for a while now. It's definitely earned a spot on my vanity, and I do 2 other videos here on YouTube where I kind of go into details. I think one is like a first impression. The second one is my thoughts after using the product for about a year. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, I do like a full like in-depth overview, especially in the pros and cons video. I will link it up here in the cards. I'll put in the description box below. So definitely check those out. But one of the things that I mentioned in my pro versus con video is I don't like the color that I have for like the under eyes here that I was given. So the color that the woman recommended for me is Aura, which is this top color right here. And I tried it, I hate it. Like I just absolutely hate it. It's just not good. It's not good for the under eyes. I'm just not a fan of it. I have been using this stuff. This is by IT Cosmetics. It is their Bye Bye Under Eye. It has anything and everything you could ever want. Like it's waterproof. It's got kind of like a color corrector type of hue or tone to it. So it not only is a concealer, which is what I believe this Aura one is. Like it's just supposed to be kind of like a highlight in like your normal makeup routine, but people often use it under their eyes. But because I have darker under eyes, I need something to kind of like counterbalance or like counteract the darker circles or the pigmentation that I have there. And this stuff has been it all the freaking way for like years and years and years now. One of the suggestions though that people said in that pro versus cons video in the comments, they were like, Mary, you also have a product, this one right here. Let me see if I can, there we go, this one. This is called Frenchie, and Frenchie is a lip / cheek color. You can use it in a lot of different ways. And they said, hey, use that. Like it's like a color corrector. Use that under your eyes. That might do the trick. So I was like, I don't know, are you sure? Like maybe. I have used pinkier tones like this for melasma for quite some time. My melasma is actually not that bad right now, which I freaking love. But like 4 or 5 years ago, it was very intense. I've gotten it to a point where I've been able to sort of like fade it over time. But anyways, when I had that melasma, that sort of like pink color is super useful for color correcting. But I don't know, people said use Frenchie under your eyes. And so I'm gonna do that. We're gonna do a little head-to-head. Sorry, my camera cut me off. But basically, we're gonna do a head-to-head challenge. So we're gonna do the Bye Bye Under Eye on one side. I am going to try that Frenchie as a color corrector with that Aura, that lighter kind of like highlighty color on top of it to see if it masks in the exact same way, because ultimately what I'm trying to go for here is just carrying around one compact with me. I'm pretty busy and on the go, and I like having all my stuff in like one easy to go kind of compact. So right now I've got some makeup on. I did use my IT Cosmetics earlier in the day, and we're gonna remove it though. So I'm just gonna wipe here, and then we'll let it dry for a bit, but you can see like, there we go. So that's about how much I would put on. So as I remove here, quick side note, these makeup wipes are not good for you. Like I hate them. This isn't even a makeup wipe. This is a baby wipe. It's a water wipe. I use it on occasion. Even better is if you can find like a natural kind of wipe that doesn't have any sort of like synthetic anything in it. But yeah, just don't use these on the regular. I'm just using it today because it's the easiest way to sort of take this off gently. But okay, so we're gonna let this dry for a hot second. So that has dried down rather nicely, and I'm just gonna get in here, kind of show you exactly what we're starting with. So you can see I definitely have dark circles, discoloration. If I don't wear this Bye Bye Under Eye, and I'm just gonna put it on like while we're chatting here. I use my finger for this one. I'm gonna use these products in the way that they're intended. This one, they say you can use your finger, you can use a sponge, you can use a brush. I like to use my finger, so that's what we're doing. Okay, I use about, let's see, that much. And I just go in really lightly. And a dab all around. And usually what happens is, as I do this and I get into the corner here, I come back in with a brush and I sort of get more precise with it. Now, mind you, I have some of my other makeup on right now, so this might look a little patchy in some of these areas, but I'll blend that out. But yeah, I love this stuff. This product, it lasts all day. Even when, so I'm kind of like, I'm a face toucher, which is not good, both in terms of like your makeup. We're gonna fluff a little bit here, just to blend, yeah, because I can see there's like creases here. Don't mind my busted base on my brush. This brush is so freaking old, but it is like the best. As I was saying, so I've used this stuff for years, and even throughout the day, as like I touch my face and I rub and I do things, this stuff like still stays on. So like I haven't found a better product for it, for like this under eye area yet. It does not crease. There's a similar colored product, Maybelline Time Wise. They've got a brightening product. There we go. Is that good? Yeah, that's how I wear it. I'm gonna zoom out for a second here. So that's it. So the Bye Bye Under Eye. Come back in and we're gonna do the SEINT stuff. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't important. If it was, I'll think of it again. Okay, so for SEINT, we're gonna use Frenchie right here. And we're gonna go in with the brush and we're gonna try to do a little bit of like, I'm darkest here, like right there. And then I'm gonna blend out a little bit. Oh, here comes Wick. Forever interested in what I'm doing. His dog stalks me all day. Okay, so we're just literally like doing this. Okay. And we're gonna put it in. I feel like I'm not picking up enough, so I'm gonna switch brushes. We're gonna go with this little brush. Oh yeah, that's much better. And we're gonna get into it a little bit more. And I should probably do is like color swatch this for you guys, but okay, here we go. There it is. Now you can see it. I can see it too. So we're gonna, oh. Can you see how like, it almost looks red, like it's peachy red. We're gonna go with it. You guys suggested it, we're gonna go with it. And dab back in. I mean, it's not, this is just step one. It's not bad. But it ain't great. Oh boy, I don't know what's happening here. Okay. There we go. Okay, so this is just Frenchie, color corrected. I'm gonna give this a minute to sort of dry down, and then I'm gonna go over the top of it with Aura, but I just feel like when you're layering products, just give it a hot second to sort of set. So we'll be back. All right. So this is it, again, with that one layer. I can already tell, like, I look crazy. I don't know how this is picking up on camera, but like that Frenchie under here, I look crazy. Like in real life, I look crazy. Okay, it's had a chance to sort of dry down a bit. So now we're gonna go in with Aura, which is that lighter shade right there. And I did clean my brush off as well because, you know, if we're layering products, I don't wanna be sort of like contaminating things in the pan here. And I wanna make sure that I've got the one product down, it dries. I got the second product down, and then that'll dry. But right now, just like looking in this mirror, I look like a crazy person. Okay, let's, ooh, can you see that? You see where like, so this is Aura on top. Now my normal kind of like foundation shade, I'm just gonna use like my terms for this. They call, SEINT calls like all of their foundation shades highlights, but I feel like that's really confusing because in normal makeup world, a highlight is like, you know, a cheek and a bridge of your nose and whatever. Like it's just different. So anyways, we're just putting that Aura foundation kind of color underneath here. And I don't want to, I just started to go like this because it's not really like blending nicely. But we want to pat, because if you've got another product underneath and you start swiping back and forth, you're just mixing it. You're just gonna mix them both together. And that's not what we're going for here. So let's just, okay. I'm gonna start to blend now. And this might take a second, so we'll just chit chat. But one of the other things that you guys recommended, it's not bad, was to try their Demi line by SEINT. I just ordered it. Well, I ordered it last week and it came in the mail last night. It's not good, you guys. Like it's not, I haven't even tried the shades. When they arrived, they came pretty crazy looking. And if you are interested, I will have a video up on that. I wanted to do it this week, but I don't know if I can keep the product. Like it looks really messed up. I sent a message to the consultant and I was like, I'm not sure what to do. I need some advice here. I'll get into the details on Demi next week, and I'll do like a first impression, and we're gonna play around with it because I really want it to work, like really, really bad. I was so excited for the product to come. All right, this is blending out rather nice. Okay. Okay, I mean, all right. I'm gonna blend for like just a second more here. But yes, Demi, I'm really, really excited to try it. Like insanely excited to try it. But I had some issues, so we gotta figure those issues out first. So if they all get figured out, then I will have a Demi review for you. Let's do some quick swatches. So that's Frenchie. And then we're gonna do, this one is Aura. Okay. And then let's do the IT Cosmetics. Clean my fingers here. Okay. There is my IT Cosmetics. And we're gonna drag her down a little bit. Not the straightest line, but you can see, here we go. So you can see here ultimately what I'm going for. This is my IT Cosmetics color. It's like a pinky beige. This is Aura. Doesn't look like it has a lot of pink in it. This is Frenchie, has a lot of pink in it. So hopefully by layering these two, I can create the effect that I have here and still keep all my products in one compact. Okay, so here it is. IT Cosmetics and SEINT. I just applied them. I'm gonna wear it throughout the day. We'll do an update later. I have to say, this side has a little bit more luminosity to it, which, you know, depending on what you like, that may make a difference. I'm gonna zoom out a bit here so you can see from further away. There we go. But they look comparable in terms of correcting the color. This one's a little more luminescent, luminosity. You know what I'm saying. This side has got a little bit more of like a dewy but matte finish, if that makes sense. And it feels more full coverage over here. This one does feel a little heavier on my face. It's probably because I have 2 layers of product versus this one, which is just 1. But this is what we're working with so far. I'll check back in later.
And here's another look, just in different lighting. I'm still in front of that same window. I just scooted a little bit closer. I just wanted to give you another perspective in different lighting in terms of what this product looks like under my eyes on the skin.
Okay, it's been a few hours. I was gonna wait longer. However, there is no need because already I can tell this like Saint side, like this product on top of product it's a no for me. And I'll demonstrate, I'll show you. So let's just get in close. Do you see it? You see the creasing? Oh. Also, the pink is like really showing through. Like it looks rather unnatural. It's kind of hard to tell in this light, but it looks a little funky. So it's definitely a no for me in terms of using that Frenchie underneath, the Aura on top, and just sort of like layering those Saint products. I'm gonna stick with my Bye Bye Under Eye. Now it creased for me. This side, my Bye Bye Under Eye has not creased. I mean, I did like that the Saint stuff dried down a little bit better. My IT Cosmetics always feels a little bit tacky, but even though it feels tacky, it does not transfer. Whereas when I kind of use my finger over here a little bit, it doesn't feel as tacky, but it does transfer. So this whole using Frenchie and then something else on top just does not work for me. One of the other things though that I do want to mention is because it doesn't work for me, it doesn't mean that it won't work for you, particularly depending on your skin tone as well as your elasticity. So I'm in my 40s. I have a lot of movement under here, which is why it's so like, you know, I've got my creases and stuff over here. It's just so important for me to be able to not only have an under eye concealer that is the right color, that's gonna stay on really long, but it cannot crease. Like that is just, it can't crease. I didn't start having creasing concerns, I don't think until I was in like my mid to upper 30s. So if you're a little bit younger, you might be able to get away with this. And like this Saint layering of the products might work for you. But for me, it's definitely, it is a no-go. As I mentioned earlier, check out my other Saint videos. I will put them in the cards. I will link them below. I will also, fingers crossed, like put it in the universe that this whole weird demi product situation that I've got going on figures itself out. I'll give you the details on that hopefully next week. I just want to make sure like I got all my ducks in a row before I post that video. But come on back for some demi stuff next week. And yeah, like that's it. Please like this video. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, or if you have any other suggestions, because that's how I like, you know, knew about trying this little trick of like layering products. And I have seen it work for other people, but I only knew about it because you guys suggested it. So if you have other suggestions or other things I should try, like throw it down in the comments below, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell next to it for notifications. That way you never miss an upload. And I think that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.